Fair enough.
It's not exactly that much of a stretch, and he's hell bent on killing people that piss me off, so it's not that
I
much of a
did
stretch if I
something?
have another one. Huh?
I did something? What?
No, people at work.
Ah,
Just the
happy
level of just the level of stupidity when it comes to working in retail.
Well, I'll let you know this. The game has started, and I'd say first case scenario is, do you guys I'd say we're gonna carry off from what happened last time, and all of you guys have entered the building once more. Jack, your character is switching out their clothes for something that's would be considered like the uniform or just like the attire for the fight.
Probably like some workout shorts or something like that. Just
Pretty
something
much,
I
yeah.
can move around in.
Yeah, like fighting shorts, and if you want to wear something on your chest, like tank tops and stuff.
That's something I can grab by. No.
Mhm. And that's pretty much it. Just like
Character
and
goes out there in the nude.
it's like, do you want to? It's like it's a controlled environment. Do you want to? But no,
If you got it, flaunt it. No, I'm not gonna do that. Don't worry.
it's like rolling for dick size. But for
That
Shay and Josh, you two characters, as well as Gothic, Agents Alaska, Lunaria, and Fenrir do meet up, do have open access to talk to each other in this time. Do you guys wish to do that, or just kind of go about what you were doing last session?
Mm, I honestly, what was it? What was it we did last week? I know we were in the room.
So what happened last time on Spy Game? You two investigated the building, locating an elevator that takes you down to what seems to be the lower levels of this building. You found out there's a
Right.
lot of surveillance equipment in sealed crates, as well as a metal door that leads into other facilities that kind of lead away from the frame of the building. And you feel like this is suspicious and should be investigated. At least that's what your actions suggest. You found like some sensors on the. You found some kind of sensory equipment on the floor that could have alerted anyone to your like that could have triggered some other security systems to go off. Not an alarm, but just like more focused attention that you have entered the basement, and you felt like that was suspicious enough to leave it at that, and then do some further research. You found out that stepping on it wouldn't alert anything big, and destroying anything would just be suspicious, but nothing that would draw like an alarm or anything.
The alarm goes off, and you hear like over the speakers, "I'm alarmed! I'm alarmed!"
It is one of those scenarios where you feel like you've gained enough information to know that like you could probably go down there and there isn't any heavy security systems like guns or anything like that. But then again, you only investigated that one part, and this was done by Lunaria and Fenrir. Gothic interrogated what seems to be a customer of the establishment named Grease, though not traditional interrogation, is gained a decent amount of information to know that this is a building that is controlled by the Russian mafia. And through that, you were able to understand that not only was the private military in cahoots of whatever's going on, but possibly the Russian mafia. So there are two different forces working together. So that might bring more caution to say disguises and such in the future. But for right now, you guys feel as a collective group you haven't tipped off anyone. Do you have any ulterior motives beyond like what the establishment was meant for? Catching fights, doing deals, and just pretty much illegal work under the table of the Kaiser. No. Under the Tsar.
Pizza, pizza.
But no, all things considered, you guys didn't really establish any real plan from to just get a clear understanding. You just know that there is a basement down below. You guys have talked about it and are thinking about like, while Jack's character Agent Corpse is having the fight and kind of putting on a show. Do you guys investigate the basement further?
Basically, I'm going to try and draw as much attention by having a long, drawn-out, epic-looking fight while everybody else does Chaos Gremlin stuff.
That checks out. Because you can be very distracting.
That's my specialty.
But yeah, what's up?
I would actually recommend with the rest of the team if we would consider investigating it. Because for all we know, there's more than what meets the eye.
Robots in disguise? Someone had to say it. If no one said it, I'm pretty sure somebody would have had a fit.
A shit fit, to be exact. But in any other case, yes, you guys do have a moment at least between Fenrir and Lunaria and Gothic. You could be a part of this conversation as Agent Alaska as well to discuss further ideas, because no one has seemed to actually put out a plan. Though the common consensus is to explore the basement further, and that's pretty much it. The fight has yet to start, though, so you guys have free time to discuss further, or just drop it as is and continue on with what you thought about doing.
I was thinking maybe I can go investigate some other parts of the place and see what more information I can get.
Oh, you mean go flirt with your boy toy again?
That's if I can even find him.
Who, me?
And also, second, no, not you.
Okay.
Continue to watch your manga. We continue to read your manga.
I will quiz you on it when I get back.
No. Second, I didn't do anything sexual with the guy. I just flirted with him. You ever heard of flirt? Because I have.
Heard of it? Yes.
And that's what I did. I didn't do anything else with the guy.
I know.
And I don't think I would have gone anywhere even past that. But,
You sound very defensive.
I'm glad I'm not the only one hearing it.
You're not wrong. I'm just defending myself. I'm allowed to defend myself.
No, you're not. You must accept all punches to the face.
I wasn't saying it to be offensive. I was saying it as just a funny statement. Is you got your boy toy you can go talk to.
He'll even talk to her, because didn't Corpse kind of scare him off last time?
That's because he's big and intimidating.
What are you talking about? He's a big puppy.
A big puppy that looks like you'll crack your skull without trying.
Anybody ever watch the anime Kenichi the Mightiest Disciple? It's like Apachai Opachai.
You know what? Funny enough, I've actually seen that a little bit here and now. It's
Pretty good. If you haven't seen it or read it, do it. You will enjoy it.
Yeah.
I think it's on Netflix. I know it's on Crunchyroll.
Alright, so I'm going to assume this is where the conversation's going to start piecing. So, with that being said, time does pass. While this is going on, Lunaria, what are you thinking about doing at this time?
Honestly, I just kind of wanted to, like, sit in a corner and just absorb a little bit more. See, like, how often people hit that elevator area and stuff. Because the first time I wasn't really paying attention to that. I was just watching everybody. But, like,
That's
I want
actually
to
a good idea.
pay attention to the traffic flow, essentially, of that specific area.
That's a big brain move. Not a small brain move, big brain move.
That is actually very, it's very tradecraft of you, yes. So, I'd say, yeah, you post up at a table not too far away. Um, do you bring this as an idea to any of your other members, or you just feel like just doing it solo would be more efficient?
I feel like doing it solo would be kind of more efficient.
All right, I feel that. So yeah, you do that, and I'd say roll. So for this specific check, are you looking for just people that go into the elevator, or it looks like people like wandering eyes looking at specific locations?
Like actual traffic through that area.
All right, I'd say roll me an espionage check.
I'll be back in just a moment. I'm gonna step away and grab a snack.
No set DC.
Would be what?
For your character sheet, it is intelligence.
Just a straight intelligence roll?
Yep.
Not my greatest, but oh.
You know what? Screw it. You can use perception for this one. Yeah, you can use perception because you don't have it available, and it is more your superior skill, and you are just observing, so you can use that instead.
Yeah. I will do that because I have better stats with that. You said perception, right?
Yes, so it's a +4.
Ugh, nope. Not good.
Yes, that is very low. From your base understanding, the crowds are pretty thick right now. You couldn't really see. And at one point during your excursion, someone does walk over to you, and they immediately go like, "What are you doing up here?"
So you cut out a little bit. What?
"What are you doing up here?" says this individual. They seem to also be wearing an outfit similar to the PMC, but it's way more civilian casual, with their vest being covered up by a jacket, and they're wearing a baseball cap.
Just watching the fights.
Aren't you supposed to be providing security downstairs? He says this fully in Russian, by the way.
Yeah, it's fine. I speak Russian.
Hmm? It's like get downstairs immediately before I call command.
Yes, sir.
And he does not break contact with you. He is waiting for you to make action, as he stands there for a full minute.
Well, you're not allowed to have a lunch break?
I'll say yes, sir, and I'll start walking towards the elevator.
Alright, that's what you do. So, Fenrir, for your action right now, what do you do when you break from your team during this time?
Say again, because you cut out. When I break from what?
When you, I don't know how my connection is right now, so I'll say, what does Agent Fenrir do when he breaks away, when the group initially breaks into their separate areas? You see that Lunaria goes and walks off somewhere and posts up in a corner. You see Gothic wandering off to go do her thing, shushing away. So, what does Agent Fenrir do during this time?
Well, you also said that Shay's character got pulled away.
Yeah, but that happened later. That's gonna happen eventually. You don't know this is gonna happen. She didn't involve you in this, so this is something that happens on her dime when she's away. So, what does your character do? Unless they decide to just watch her from a separate corner.
I'm gonna say just kind of blend in with the background, just like pretending like I'm betting and watching all the fights. Or betting and watching the fights.
Alright, you roll me. Never mind, you're good. So,
Wait, roll what?
Nah, don't worry about it. Because, like, so you look like you're betting on the fights. So you sit there and you wait a bit. I'd say you can roll perception. And then I'm going to
Me?
Yes, you. You roll perception. And with that being said, Gothic, Agent Alaska does not see Greece at the current time. The knight is very young, so he probably didn't come, or in any other case, because he's a customer, he probably just isn't coming back. That is currently what's in your head.
You said it's an intelligence check?
Perception check, that's wisdom.
It's a D20 plus 3, Josh.
Okay.
Alright.
Oh, wow.
I'm gonna see if there's, see if I can try to flirt with anyone else around here. Try to get some more information because I can.
Alright, for any case in point, I do actually wonder, how does your character flirt with people this time around? Is it just like aimless? Is it and a particular person? Like, how do you wish to go about flirting with any of these people?
Just picking someone out of the crowd. Whether it's male or female, don't really matter to her.
Alright.
And how she does it, it's really more of a compliments and seductive tone, if that helps. And no, I refuse to do that on stream in general, so there you go.
At least you're being clear about it. I'd say roll me a d20. Flat d20. This isn't for a core roll, this is for something else. And don't roll that one.
You just said that, and because you said that,
There you go. 18.
18?
Yeah, 18.
Alright, cool.
You just hit a flat D20. I was like, alright.
Alright, you see, someone does walk up to you. And, actually, yeah, it's like you start gathering, like, a little bit of a crowd with some odds and ends with, just by trying to ask some questions. You are very much an outlier, not just for, like, what you're wearing, but, like, just being a woman in this center at all, not being shackled up to any other in particular person here. You don't seem to be the traditional arms seller by any means, or at least you don't really seem to put yourself out as that type. So someone does walk up to you. It seems to be a person, a Caucasian male with a sort of dark brown sort of hairstyle and sort of like a beard as he walks up to you and goes like, "Ah, welcome to my fine establishment. You're new."
Oh, so this is your establishment.
There are many kinds, yes. What's your name, if you don't mind me asking?
My name is Elizabeth.
Ah, fine name, fine name. Do you like fights, Elizabeth?
Oh, yes. I do love fights. And I thought I would, fuck. Let me do that again because it's just English.
Take your time.
Yes, I do love fights. I'd love to see other people fight for very glorious entertainment, even if it is a fight to the death.
Yes, it's not for some of the faint of heart, which is why I see you here. Question. Are you an arms dealer? And if so, what is your name? I haven't heard of you before.
I'm not an arms dealer, but I came here due to a good friend of mine. Greece. Good friend of mine.
Roll a deception check on that. For several reasons.
I'm guessing that is a +2?
Yeah, it's raw charisma, and you do not have any lying.
So it's just
It's
not
a
even a +2,
flat
then.
die roll unless you have some way of swaying the conversation.
Yeah, okay, we're just gonna do that. And that's a... What the fuck?!
That is a
Man.
shame.
Wow, that went so good. And then Honor Jesus said, "No, fam, no, you do not."
Oh, that is a very, very interesting scenario which you have. Hmm. Well, since you know Greece, I do have actually a fair trade. Um, this is not the best position to watch the fight. If you mind, and you just see gestures towards like going to a different position of the area.
Okay, I follow. Okay, I follow.
He takes you down to the hallway, and this is actually when you meet up with your fellow agent, Lunaria, as she is heading down there at the exact same time. Umbra, for your role as Agent Fenrir, you clock these three going to the elevator together. You have never seen that man in your life. Um, and they enter the elevator. He puts in his key. He turns on the buttons, even though the buttons were already active from rolls prior. Clicks the button without knowing, and the elevator rises. He enters. The rest of you enter. This is for
Hell yeah,
Lunaria and Alaska.
Yeah.
All right, so the two women characters of the gang have just been taken away. So as they get in the elevator and they go down.
I
Hmm?
also, if I may,
Mhm.
I text Agent Finwheel about us going into the elevator because I have a smartphone, goddammit, and I need to use the smartphone, goddammit.
I'm not judging you on that fact. That's a very smart action. Agent Fenrir,
Yes.
you receive a ping on your phone. It is you see a ping on your phone, and
Okay.
it is from Agent Alaska. And I'd say, what do you put in the message actually?
Going in the elevator. I might have found us the leader of the club. That is what I put down in text message. Text message. I can speak English. That'd be nice.
Oh, okay.
Gothic knows words. She knows the best words.
Understand you English well. But,
Technically, English is her character's second language.
no, like that is a very fair statement.
Ain't that the goddamn truth?
So yes, all of you enter at the exact same time. As this is going, he does not question Agent Lunaria, and yes, Agent Fenrir. As you see them enter the elevator and the doors close, you see the fight is about to start. As you see two combatants enter the cage, and it begins to lower itself into a position of which it can be seen by all. You see Agent Corpse, and you see a individual, again of Caucasian descent, with almost a mangled up left side of the face. He drinks what seems to be a whole beer bottle, spits out a little bit to the far right of him, throws the bottle off and it exits out one of the thin slivers of the cage and hits somebody in the face. And it's like, all right, Drongo, let's finish this fight. So what are you really? As he talks to Marcus Cage, his alias.
So I'm assuming this is him coming after me now, trying to
Yes.
fight me.
Yes.
I'm torn between me just laying him out and me stalling for as long as I can to buy them time.
I'm gonna make that a roll for this guy.
I just see him bringing his fist up and just knocking you out in one punch. I just see that.
I'm just rolling a light insight check to see what he perceives. Interesting. He looks at you and he doesn't really give much thought on it. It's like, all right. I'd say before we begin though, Agent Fenrir, what are you going to do? This is something I'm thinking about. It's like, Agent Fenrir, what are you going to do? You just saw two of your comrades get swept away, and your one comrade at the top is going to engage in a fight. You were told of this earlier, but I don't know if you had any thought process on it.
Well, there's no way for me to communicate with Corpse. I kind of just have to kind of pray and hope that he just buys us time instead of just knocking the guy out in one punch. I honestly kind of want to go after the two girls that just got taken, since they're getting taken to the lower level, I'm assuming.
Yes.
That's what I honestly kind of want to do, but at the same time, I don't know. I feel like that would kind of compromise them. Or if they've already... Am I allowed to ask if they've been compromised?
You know what? Screw it. Roll me an insight check. Unless you want to pursue it in some other way. You're trying to read their body language to see if it's like intimidated or like off kilter or just sort of like a little bit fight or flight.
You said that was a what check?
Insight check.
So that'd be a +3 like last time, right?
No, it would be a wisdom check, which you only had +1.
Well, +1's better than nothing. 12.
So, from what you're able to understand, just being a 10, you're able to understand that there is an uncertainty. But anything past that, you're unable to read because you're too far away, and your teammates seem to kind of like, from reading Lunaria's body language, you could definitely tell that that was a little bit of an unexpected action, sort of giving way to the other person to enter the elevator, which seems to be like the man of the group with the beard and everything. And unlike everyone else in the facility, I'm giving you this beyond the insight check, just sort of perceiving it. He's dressed really nice to be a part of this like building itself. Not saying that other people haven't dressed nice. It's just like he's dressed to the nines, like Italian black suit, having the jacket kind of just rest on his shoulders, prim and proper, has cigar smoke that is like distinct to him alone, and that's pretty much it from what you can discern.
So basically, I got Bupkis.
I'd say you wanted to know if it was like a little bit, if there was any control of the situation, and you sensed none.
That's not exactly helping me here. At this point, I'm just kind of like shooting in the dark at this point.
Mm-hmm.
You have an idea that they're not in firm control of the situation, but you have an idea that they're not in firm control of the situation, but at the same time, you're not sure if they're screaming SOS at you.
Yes, they didn't spot you, but since you're trying to perceive them, you could tell from their body language that something's off.
I assume I can't text. I can't attack or text Gothic's character.
I never said you couldn't.
I'm gonna see if I can send a message to Gothic, seeing if I don't know, send like SOS.
Question mark.
Yeah. That's the only thing I can think to do.
Yeah, no, it's like it's an option.
Do I roll for that?
Up to you.
Okay.
No, you're not rolling for anything. Just send the message.
I'm just gonna send SOS and mystery or question.
SOS, like Y/N. Yes or no?
Do you want to date me? Y/N.
It's like blink for yes.
Do a backflip while saying the national anthem for no.
It's like, why have you gotten up in the middle of class? It's like, oh, that's amazing. Jokes aside, yeah, Agent Lunera, you receive a message as the elevator touches ground. SOS, Y or no, yes or no from Agent Finrear.
To be determined, just TBD. That's what I'll send back.
You got TBD, and it automatically puts an emoji of a shrugging yellow guy. That's what you get back from her.
Do I have to roll to understand what she just sent me?
Do you want to?
Called in text, it's just to be determined, TBD.
Alright, I'll just take it as TBD then.
They're like, may have found a way in. Maybe real quick as well.
Do that.
Alright. So what does Federer want to do at this time?
Hang on. I think I'll just stand by at the moment and wait to see if I get any response.
Response to what?
To either one of them.
Alright. So, yeah, you wait for that.
There's not much else I can do. I can't do anything else without drawing attention to myself.
As a GM the player moment, you're only perceived to have nothing to do if you choose to do nothing. You can do anything you wish because you're still a person of the situation who has been trained for these kinds of situations. Plus you have access to a phone. You can call them. It's like, you can go down, you can go to the elevator and follow them.
I mean, am I going to be able to do that without getting caught? That was the question.
That's always a risk.
I mean, I could always walk over to the elevator, try to press the button, and if I get caught, just play dumb and just act like I've had a few too many.
That is an
You're
option.
playing a dumb rich American. Play it off.
Okay. I'll walk over to the elevator acting like I'll try, like, kind of walk stumbling like I'm really just that drunk.
You walk over to the elevator and you notice that there are stairs following you, but no attempts to actually stop you or do anything. As you walk up to the elevator, you press the button, no problem, and the elevator begins to rise to your level. The doors open, no one's inside.
I think I'm just going to sneak right on here and just go on down.
And then you hit the button, and now you're gone. All right, Marcus Cage. Let's fight. Roll initiative. And Jack's hitting dice rules.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing.
The guy immediately reacts by attacking.
All right.
He goes to grapple you initially. Roll a strength saving throw or a dexterity saving throw to get out of this.
It'd be strength because my strength is oddly higher.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, just go full Hulk on him.
Actually, I got to. Well, you said saving throw. I got to actually double check what my saving throws are because that's actually might be different. Hang on. Nope. Strength saving throw is higher. 15.
15? Alright, let's see what he rolls on his thing. Do, 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 do.
Hey, Zane. Ooh, somebody wants attention.
Do, do, do,
Need a little
do,
shit.
do, 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 do. Alright, so you break out of his grasp, and then he goes to strike you in the face. That's a 10.
Against my AC, that doesn't hit me.
Alright. He's gonna spend a key point to attempt 2 unarmed strikes as a bonus action. So he's gonna attempt to kick you.
I had a feeling you were gonna say kick. I just had a weird feeling.
You know what? You get 2 opportunity attacks. Fuck it.
Oh god.
How do you react to that? You can choose to not do it, but let's be fair here. It's 2 unopportunity attacks.
Jack, headbutt him, headbutt him, headbutt him.
No, I'm putting on a show. That's what my character's doing. He's stalling for time. I do 2. I am going to do 2 attacks, but I'm intentionally stopping just before for as much show as possible. Making it as clearly as obvious as possible. I am choosing not to hit him right now.
Alright. So
first attack. 14.
hits.
Alright. Doing no damage because I'm not actually connecting. Unless you want to say he fucked up so bad he slipped into my fist.
I'd say, do you want to do non-lethal damage?
Well, I wouldn't. I'd be doing non-lethal damage no matter what, because I'm not trying to kill anybody in these fights.
Yeah,
they may be trying to kill me, but I'm not trying to kill them.
I'll say this, Jack. Your first 2 attacks won't, just getting him down to like depending on how your damage goes, you might not get him down to half. So it's okay if you want to let loose for the first 2 rounds. I'll let that. Unless you just roll 3 crits in a row, then this will be a different fight.
Basically, my 2 opportunity attacks, all I do is I make it very obvious that I could have, to everyone watching, that I could have connected the attacks and chose not to.
So these are just like
if you watch 2 people
touches.
sparring and you watch them stop the fist right before it hits the person's face, that's what I just did.
Oh, so you're just like doing little touches.
Yep. And then I just and then just do the the boxer thing where you just kind of dance back a little bit.
It is your turn. Do you wish to just take a dodge and just dance around?
Yeah, that's pretty much what I'm doing. Going the whole Muhammad Ali not rope-a-dope because we don't have that, but
No, yeah, maybe.
Rope-a-dope is where you literally lean on the rope and let them try to swing at you until they tire. Muhammad Ali's style was he had his arms down mostly and he just relied on getting out of the way.
It's like you can't really lean on any. The bars are the closest thing. The bars are the closest thing.
Yeah, but the rope-a-dope requires that there be give, and there's no give on the bars.
Fair. Yeah, so you do a thing where you just
mostly just me doing a the sway back tactic of Muhammad Ali.
Yeah, it's like you're playing into it a bit, and you're clearly pissing off the guy, but the audience is kind of getting into it. It's like, yeah, because seems to be kind of getting really interested in this fight. So do you do anything else?
Wearing gloves? Are we wearing gloves at all?
Yes.
Okay. MMA gloves or boxing gloves or what?
MMA, not boxing.
Okay, I was trying to see what mobility of fingers I had. Does the as he's trying to trying to get mad at me? No, I'm not doing that because that doesn't work out. Anyway. So yeah, that's my turn. I spend my whole turn just on. I'm gonna say I think it's called take total defense, where my character is just letting him take his swings at him.
Yeah, you're taking the dodge action, pretty much. He has disadvantage on his swing attempts on you, and you could slap anything else on it if you have anything on your sheet that you'd want to throw up on there.
I can easily use key to give myself the dodge action by itself, but I don't want to. Pretty much all my other abilities come down to me being aggressive or me getting away from him fast, and I don't want to do that. I'm trying to make him just go, trying to draw out the fight as long as I can.
All right, he's gonna attempt to strike you again. It's 15 for the first hit.
That'd be a hit. I'm doing dodge, so it should be disadvantage. Okay, yeah, there we go.
You know what? You got me there, but 15, like, the rolls saved my ass.
Yeah. So the
um,
first hit would connect.
yep. And then I'm going to roll for the second attempt. And that being there. Oh, shit. Okay. So, let's see here. 7 damage. And
All right.
then second
That's a
attempt
solid connect.
is disadvantage. That's a failure, pretty much. Let's see if it gets worse.
Nope, exactly the same. Rolled nat 1, broke his fist on my ribs.
He's trying to slow you down, but not there yet. So yeah, those first 2 rounds were given, or pretty much corpse is still on top. All right, back to you guys in the elevator. So you guys get down to the bottom floor, Agent Alaska and Agent Lunaria. You enter, again, for one of you, a room that is built to be sort of like an underground dock for boats, and there are a bunch of crates off to the side, seemingly some form of equipment, ready to be sent off, and some equipment that's, there's like an area dedicated for receiving. And as you walk around the corner, you're able to see that the facility is much bigger, and that the door itself has like windows that you can see deeper into the facility, and it seems to be sort of like a canal system that goes deeper and deeper into the building, and there's a couple of cameras that like lock onto you as you exit the elevator. Whether you decide to leave the elevator or not in this situation, you're able to see him kind of walk off to the side. Do you both leave the elevator?
I leave the elevator.
Same.
All right, so you follow him. You're able to see the wide berth of the canal to see that it is teched out. You see that there are people dressed in military fatigue, bearing bulletproof vests, having a bunch of Kalashnikov AK-47s, stacking up gear, prepping it for leave. You see a bunch of other computer systems off to the side. You're able to see that there's like hallways that advance to other parts of the area, and this building's canal stretches beyond the building itself, guaranteed. There's other parts that go out like almost to the street section, like underneath the street, and you enter a room. I'd say at this point, do you follow them, Agent Lunaria, or because it seems like they're going on a specific path compared to you, who's just kind of following?
I'm gonna go find someone that looks like they're on duty and like pretend I'm taking over.
Alright, so you walk off to go blend in effectively. No one really questions you as you sort of enter in a specific manner, and they just kind of like, not pay any attention to you. And I'd say roll me an investigation check. DC 15. DC 15.
I don't want to be a chicken. The duck so kiss my butt.
Nope. 6.
6? Alright, so with that being said, you don't notice anything as you advance into the other area. You find the break room. And
What? Cut out again.
yeah. You pretty much wander into the break room. Like, that's pretty much all you did with your investigation. You're able to, like, wander into the break room, and when you walk in there, you see a map of the entire facility. It's not as big as you first presumed from the size of it. It's narrow in certain places and wide in others. So you're able to understand that this building does go a little bit beyond the building, but nowhere too far. So you don't have to explore that much. There is a technical services area and a and you presume from where they were walking into the observatory. And there's an area labeled Master Control, Armory, and Break Room, which is where you are. And in the middle area is all storage.
Would it be like obvious if I use my document scanner on that map so we have it?
Yes, you do. And you have access to it always.
Like, will it be weird though if I just pull it out, or does it look like a phone?
Because you've probably never seen it. Like, have you ever seen Metal Gear 5?
Mm-mm.
Basically, there's a device that's very similar to this, so I'm pretty much using that to scale. You're basically pulling out a phone-shaped device that, from the camera lens that you use, it just shoots out a little beam and scans over the thing pretty quickly. So, like,
okay.
yeah, that's pretty much what
Oh,
you
so
have.
I have my phone out, like I'm trying to text someone or something.
That's
That
what it
was
looks
my
like.
I'll go ahead and do that so we have the map as reference now.
Yep. And you have a fully detailed one thanks to the device. You're able to match it with other coteries and little building schematics to know, like, you get like a 3D render thanks to your device of like where to go. And there are some other little wide berth tunnels that are unused and pretty much are covered up, it seems. But this map is pretty well documented. You're able to like use this as a way to keep track of yourself and your team if you wanted to.
Okay.
So, like, as you...
And I'm on break, like on lunch break or something.
Alright, you do that. So, speaking about the observatory room, Gothic, Agent Alaska is being escorted into a room. He opens the door and lets you in.
Okay.
Okay, I'm gonna guess that you enter.
Yep, I enter.
Alright. So as you enter, you see a bunch of wide monitors with where you see off to the side a little comfort area with a couch in an in-house bar, like an open bar kind of situation. And a screen that puts you right in the middle of the fight. Almost like if this was a video game, you can see all corners of the entire area, and even cuts out the crowd, so you're able to absorb the fight. And able to see Agent Corpse go toe to toe with seems to be an individual with like a name, and get up over each person. What seems to be over Corpse is Marcus Cage, and then the other another individual called the Indomitable Bear. But it's like
Alrighty.
written in coterie, so it's like has like different languages for each one.
Oh, okay.
So like one of those languages you know, and you just saw it.
Yep.
So as you're walking in, he closes the door behind him. And do you do anything immediately, or just like you're just waiting for him to just go walk somewhere?
I surveyed the room.
You survey the room, and it seems like it's just you and him. No other person seems to be in the room. And
Okay. So
yeah,
I
that's-
turned.
yeah.
So I turned to the guy.
Hmm.
Nice room. Is
Yeah.
this for just private guests only, or is it just for people like? Is this for private guests only? Jesus, that's bad.
Only the beautiful ones, my friend. Don't worry about it.
Ah, so beautiful. That's lovely.
Yes, take a seat. I will be with you shortly. He pretty much
So Zor-
gestures like the area with the couch.
Okay. So, am I able to pull off an investigation check on this, or no?
Depends. What are you looking for specifically?
any like documents or like any particular details of the establishment?
Giving you to this, there's no there's no loose documents or filing area. This just seems to be an observing room.
Okay.
Though I will say, roll me an investigation roll anyway. The highest roll you need to meet is 15, but you still get something for nailing the others.
Guessing that
Espionage.
investigation would be intelligence.
Intelligence, yeah.
Plus 19.
There's a camera there's one camera that's like one of those oval like room observing cameras, but it's only where the door is. Once you go to the couch area, it seems to cut off, so you can't be seen. You do note that the door is locked, and that the individual is armed, but he's not brandishing it right now. He's not using it. It's on his
Okay.
person.
What is on this person? I'm sorry, you cut out.
A plausible weapon. There's like seems to be some form of like dense piece of metal that's like on his person, but it could be spec'd as a weapon because why would anybody be carrying a piece of metal that doesn't seem to be spec'd as a pacemaker or anything?
Right.
So you clock that as a weapon.
Okay. So I just go over to the couch and I watch Agent Corpse fight.
So what did you say your name was again?
My name is Elizabeth. I
And-
never caught your name.
I'm gonna pull a blank on this one. So it's like Agent Finrear. What are you doing right now before I go back to this one?
Say again?
What are you doing at the very moment? Are you still observing the fight between Marcus Cage? Are you just like looking for other like? Oh, I know you're in the elevator. So yeah,
Yeah.
going back to your situation, you reach the bottom, and when you get there, pretty much the same exact room as before. No differences noticeably, though you do know that the crew's not there. That's pretty much it.
You said there's no crew there. There's like no guards or nothing.
No.
Is there anything that indicates that there's a security system nearby?
Got it. Like pretty much the same. The floor scanners and everything. The floor
security
sensors.
room.
Yeah. The two metallic doors, but like I said, there's an identification system there. The people were able to pass it earlier because they had the guy there.
Damn. The area that's not currently being watched, you said there's like crates and stuff there.
Yes.
Any chance I could actually investigate some of the crates just to see what's in there?
Yeah, sure. Do you crack them open, or do you just like observe the outside?
It's really hard to say because to some degree you don't want to just crack them open on the off chance that somebody hears it. But you also said there's no guards here.
There's still cameras. Just as a heads up.
Is there any way for me to disable the cameras?
Yeah. Do you want to attempt to disable them?
I don't know, because I'm always worried that if I disable the camera, that's going to alert somebody.
I'll give you a reminder that the floor sensors do turn on the cameras, and they start perceiving where you are in the room, and they start like that's what you know. So they'll be
So
active to you.
So if I disable the security cameras, I'll be able to walk on the floor without being detected.
If you disable the sensors, the cameras won't activate.
Okay. What do I roll for disabling the sensors?
I'd say if you choose to walk on the floor, the cameras will be active, and then you'll walk over to the sensor and you can just disable them, which is a technology check, DC 15.
DC 15.
Mm-hmm.
So I would roll up. Okay, how would I go about rolling that?
It's an intelligence check if you don't have technology skill, and You just gotta beat a DC, like meet or beat a DC 15. You can also just smash it, but again, I will warn you that either of these options you have to get close and therefore touch the sensor, unless you want to just shoot it.
I don't have a silencer though. That's the problem.
So this is your decision.
Would I be able to take out the camera with a knife?
You can try.
It's literally a yes or no. Are my knives strong enough to take out a freaking camera?
So it's going to come down to how hard you throw it.
Yeah, and what you roll.
You could miss with the knife. That's what I'm trying to say.
God, dude.
Yeah.
Theoretically, you can. Practically, can you?
Mm-hmm.
You're killing me, man. It's like I have no options.
You have all the options. You're just indecisive about it. You're wanting a reassurance that you're going to succeed before you do it. Just make a choice and run with it. What does your character do? What would
I'm gonna?
Go ahead.
I'm gonna try to disable the set or the what you call them the sensors.
How do you wish to disable the sensors?
I don't know because I don't know exactly what I'm looking at. You said there's.
Are you going to throw a knife at it? You're going to shoot it? Or are you going to try and get up to him and then disable him by pulling wires? Those are basically your three options.
Yes. Anything physically with your hands is you walking on the sensors regardless. There's no angle that you can nail it unless you want to try something that creative. Like you want to throw something at me and then we'll try it. But every action is a risk. You're in a scenario that in itself you could just run around and just shoot everybody, but you're trying to be stealthy, so therefore it is the risk of discovery, which is you.
I'm gonna try throwing one of my knives at the camera and see if I can take it out that way.
All right, roll me a strength check plus proficiency. So plus I'll just tell you the number.
Maybe a 1d20 plus.
1d20 plus. Give me a second. You would be. Oh yeah, pretty much an attack check. Just pretty much an attack check on the camera.
So 1d20 plus what?
6.
Ooh, 19.
It hits the camera. Like you're aiming for the camera, right?
Mm-hmm.
All right, you hit the camera on the clear side of the room, and it goes through the screen, and is clearly disabled.
And that's the only camera around, right?
There's technically 2 more.
There's 2 more, yeah.
Okay, which one's the closest to me?
On the one just outside the elevator. You're at an angle that, unless you walk out, it's not going to see you.
I guess I'll throw my second knife at that.
Yeah, you do have a second knife. Yeah, roll it. Okay, roll.
Nobody expects second knife.
Yeah, I didn't expect them to have a second knife.
Yeah, I bought 2 of them. So that'd be a 1d20 plus 6 again, right?
Yes.
Oh, fuck off.
No, that's actually still a hit.
Wait, what? I thought you said the AC was 15.
No, that was to hit the sensor.
Disable the sensors.
They're very small and on the floor. But, yeah, so you're throwing it at the camera up above. That you nail it, and it is now disabled. The only camera remaining is the one outside the double doors, which will turn on, but doesn't have the moving capabilities as the first 2 you took out. So,
but I'm going to assume it has the ability. It has like a wide look.
No, just only could see people that walk up to the 2 metal doors. So you have walking maneuverability beyond that right now.
Plus, you could probably get your knives back and try again if you'd like.
Yes, he does.
Actually, can I do that? Recover both of my knives real quick?
Yes, you can. And you don't need to roll for it. You just get them back.
No, you gotta roll. You gotta roll to see if you hurt your back while bending over to pick them up.
You just roll not one, hits the floor.
Alright, so I have both my knives back.
Yes, you do.
Okay, so you said the only other camera is the one that's in front of the two steel doors, right?
Yes.
I'm assuming the way it's angled down
Yes.
because it's looking at. Okay, so I could actually look, because you said I had free walk at this point.
Yes, the sensor will turn on the camera, but because of the angle of the camera, it will not perceive you.
It can't see the crates that I'm going to look at either, right?
Nope.
I'm gonna go over and check the crates.
All
see
right.
see what these guys are, bringing in.
You make note of the crate, and you make note that it is written in Russian.
One time I don't have a translator with me.
You do have a smartphone that can take pictures.
Very true. I'm gonna take a couple pictures of the crates.
Mm-hmm. You do
I'm gonna
that.
send them to. I'm gonna send them to Cherry.
Okay, you send them to Lunaria. Lunaria, while you're sitting in the break room, admiring all the free snackage and the television playing the fight with Corpse and Indomitable Bear, as you read on the screen, you hear coming from your phone.
I'll grab it and check because I'm on break.
All right, you pop it open and you see pictures that have been sent by Agent Fenrir of the crates downstairs. Written in Russian, you translate it to smartphones. And then another picture he sends you of the crates, labeled something, something, something kilos of gold bars. It sends you another picture, something, 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 something. And this is like a wide crate, SUV. And in another picture, something, 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 Kalashnikov, 72,000 rounds.
Okay, I get to say this now because I can. Something, something, dockside, something, something. Alright, I'm done.
No, you're allowed to say anything.
Anything.
Yes. But yeah, you, do you stop sending pictures, or you just send whatever amount of pictures?
Personally, I'm starting to get an idea of what's in here. It's everything from ammunition to drugs to money. I mean, I'm kind of eyeing the concept of the golden bars. I'm kind of getting really bad ideas in my head.
Because I am translating it and sending it back what they each say. So
She's hitting reply and labeling the replies with what's in the crates.
I know, and the gold bars have me over here pretty much drooling. Due to the fact that that's more money than I would make with the agency.
But it would be very difficult to leave with.
yeah.
This is true.
Gold is not light.
Unless I get it on one of their boats.
Gold is still not light. It would take you forever to load it.
True. I think I could send a picture of the two steel doors with the question mark, asking, any ideas how to get past this?
Agent Fenrir sends you a message labeled, "How do I get past the double doors?" You do recognize the fact that you were able to get in without being noticed due to you're right next to what seems to be the owner of the establishment, who has a lot of access to even this part of the facility, it would seem.
My uniform probably would have helped as well a little bit.
Yeah, he didn't pay you no mind because you do look like you would be better off here than upstairs.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, you do receive a message from Fenrir about like how do I get past these doors, which you could just walk up and open. I'm gonna just tell you that right now for the sake of no confusion. It's like it's only locked from one side.
The problem is the camera, though. As you pointed out.
You can also try to take that camera out as well, though.
This is true. I might actually do that.
How do you take out the camera? Do you wish to turn it off or
The
throw
knife.
another knife? Okay, he's
Oh,
throwing
wait.
another knife.
By the way, you said I could just turn it off?
Yeah, you can roll a technology check of 5 to just take the wire off that gives it its power.
I'm just kind of curious. What do I have to do?
5, DC 5 technology check, which is intelligence.
Which I have 0 in. Oh wait, no. You said Shay says I have a +3.
No, intelligence is a +0.
The row.
It's plus
Says you
0.
Yeah.
You're,
Sweet.
with a 9, you beat a 5. You just go to an angle, climb up some of the brick wall, and just slowly remove the power cable, and it just turns off. Door's still locked.
My message. Camera's disabled. Let me in.
Again, I'll message back thieves' tools. No, because
Really?
what I'm wondering, okay, so I know that there's a map in this area. Is there like a watch rotation or something as well?
It's not listed on the map or anything.
Like, is there some in that area though where someone would go to check what they're doing that day?
There's no clear sign of that in the room you're in right now.
At least not in the break room.
Mm-hmm.
I can head over and let him in then. And then you said that there's a direction pointing where the armory's at, right?
Yes.
Would I be able to head that way once I let him in?
Plausibly.
See if maybe they've got one there. Because I already have a map, so we're good with that, but I'm also wanting to see if I can find, like, so we have a general idea of what their watch rotations and stuff are.
Possibly. But yes, you run over to the door. Interesting, possibly. Evens or odds?
Even.
Alright, you walk over to the door, unlock it, and you let Agent Fenrir in. As you do so, you both head, or at least you head to the armory. Fenrir, do you follow?
Is there a uniform around I can steal?
Not openly.
I'll just kind of sneak around and try to avoid the guards. Or the other employees, I should say.
So you're gonna walk around?
Well, I mean, my whole stumbling in there drunk isn't going to work now.
No, it probably wouldn't. It'd be an interesting story, but no.
Are there... I'm trying to think of the right way about this. I'm assuming there's no guards around at the time.
I'll give this to you. You do not need to roll. There are guards moving around doing point and seeming to, if not be doing security work, they're working in the storage area loading up what seems to be like little warheads and things like that into crates. And other things like starting to pack like additional gear and seems to be parts for heavy machinery into crates.
Yeah, I can just hear myself now. Oh, fuck me. More bullets. Great. Bigger guns now.
Yes, you do see them at one point load a whole tank into a crate.
Ooh, there's an idea. Save that as last resort.
So, are you gonna do anything at this moment, or?
What do I have? Like, what options do I have at this point? Because again, since I don't have like an actual visual in front of me, like, I'm trying to think of the way to do this.
And I'm just giving you the clear understanding that, like, it is your decision, but I will give you some idea of what's going on. You're in an underground facility that seems to be juxtaposed to the building up above. This seems to be where the PMCs do their work. If not, does the dirty work of the mafia by actually doing the trades. And while the trades are going on, the actual traders or the customers are watching fights up above. You're able to understand that, like, from watching Lunaria, she's running to a specific she's running with intent to somewhere else.
Like, I wouldn't say I'm running because I'm
Keep walking.
trying to keep. Yeah.
She's moving with intent. I'm not gonna say running.
I mean, I could, in theory, follow her, just because of the fact that there's a chance there's something there I could potentially steal myself.
All right, roll a stealth check. You asked. You can't fight me on this. I spelled it out for you.
A, B, C, D.
Okay, so you said it's a stealth. What's stealth under?
D20 plus 1.
The plus one's never like me. 15.
All right. So yeah, with a 15, you're walking around the area, solid sake style, and checking the crates. You said, like, what do you specifically want to do?
I'm trying to find if there's anything connected to what we're here for.
All right. Roll me an espionage check, which is just a flat intelligence check again. And, well, motherfucker, you should have picked the skill.
What skill?
It's an actual skill called espionage.
I don't have that skill.
It's okay. It's not your fault. You didn't know. Roll me a d20 plus intelligence.
I
You're
assume
actually looking for it.
infiltration wouldn't work for this, because he's got a +3 to infiltration.
I'll allow it if he wants to use that instead for this direct scenario.
Please.
All right,
Yes,
let's see what the infiltration thing is. Infiltration's +3.
16.
There you go. So I'll let you know about that in just a second. So I'm gonna go back to Marcus Cage. So we're back to for pretty much full next round. The guy's gonna attempt to. Actually, no, he already threw his punches. It's your turn, ain't it? Unless you're gonna keep doing.
Oh no, yeah, I'm still just dancing around him.
Showboating.
All right, he's gonna roll this with disadvantage. So that's 11. Miss. He's gonna get a second strike. This one's with disadvantage. That's looking good, and it's good. Oh wait, is 14
He hit me
gonna?
the second time.
All right, so second time he gets in a hit. Let's see. He's gonna roll D8 plus 3. 6 damage.
All right, I'm gonna have to lay him out now on my next turn.
All right. This is he's gonna attempt to Fury or blows you, still at disadvantage. Yeah,
because unfortunately my AC is not particularly high, so.
All right. So for the second hit, he's going
That's
to
it.
5 damage.
Okay, I'm still standing.
This is the second and final one. You might have an opportunity. Guaranteed opportunity. Hit him.
I'm pretty sure that hits.
Yeah, it hits.
All right. I'm assuming I can't flurry of blows off of this counter strike.
No. But it is your turn after this, so your turn, go.
9 points damage to his face. Not literally his face. I'm just.
Yes, his balls.
There ain't no rules in this kind of arena. All right.
No.
First normal punch. Hit.
Yeah, hit.
Second normal punch. I'm
Hit.
assuming that's still a hit.
Yep.
Do you want me to roll damage to see before I decide on flurry of blows, or do you want me to just go ahead and start rolling flurry of blows?
Yeah, just roll flurry blows. Do flurry blows.
Okay.
They're not crits, so you're pretty much still safe no matter what.
That one probably misses.
Nope, hits. Just hits.
Okay, cool.
I'm doing meats in this game.
Cool. And that one's a hit. So all 4 hit.
All 4 hits. Roll all that damage.
Do you mind if I just add it all and make it one big roll?
Yes. Do that.
Okay, cool.
Including the modifiers.
I just
46.
imagine just a fury of blows hit this guy in the face, and he just doesn't know what the hell just happened.
25 points of damage.
Alright, how do you describe this 25 points of damage being dealt, Jack?
Does anybody know what the Dempsey roll is?
I do.
Yeah, it's pretty much what I do. I just go into the Dempsey roll. But for those who need to know, I will throw the meme in chat. That.
That's
Just a
kinda
full body back and forth.
That's kind of how I pictured it, to be honest.
Like I took that one hit from him, and then when he slipped, I just started rolling off of it and going back and forth.
It's like, finally, a real fight, is the words muttered out of this man after taking 4 consecutive hits to the face.
This wouldn't happen to be the Russian guy from Street Fighter, would it? That's what I think.
Nah, maybe.
So 25 damage plus I did a hit
Not strong
earlier
enough.
plus 9, so
34.
he's been hit. Yeah, so he's been hit for about 34.
I'm keeping track. But I do thank you for doing it. But I'd say next round he actually let's see. Yeah, it's like he cracks his face a little bit, like snapping his jaw into place, going like, now we can get some real shit going. And he attempts to grapple you once more. Pretty much beat that with a saving throw. 23.
Okay. Nope, sure don't.
It's like, I'm gonna bludgeon the fuck out of you. And he slams his fist in you about 3 times with fury of blows. Pretty much like first hit, because I'll say it like this. Grappling is still an attack. In all forms, in at least 5e in this game. So, that's an attack. His actual attack, and then fury of blows. So it's basically just 3 hits after the grapple.
No,
Yes.
because okay, you're counting the grapple as an unarmed strike. Okay,
Yes.
because you don't get the second attack unless you are 1 high level, or 2 you're punching with your fist. So if
Yes.
I'm using a staff, it wouldn't count either. But that's whatever.
This is a different conversation. Like, if you want to go through it, you can.
Oh, no. Like you're counting the grapple as an unarmed strike. You already clarified that. That's
Yeah.
cool. Fine. That's just part of his fighting style.
Mm-hmm. Like, if you want to call me out, you can. It's like, I'm not
No.
going to stop you.
No. That's not what I'm aiming for.
Mm-hmm. So, yeah, like, with this, since he has you grappled, he has advantage on his strikes that he's going to attempt to pull on you. Just as a heads up. So it's like, we'll see what he's going to do. 18 on the first hit. So it's just 18 on the first hit.
So far, it's hit. Oh, okay.
This is advantage. This ain't second roll yet. I mean, I could just keep going no matter it, but it's like, we're going to see what happens. There's gonna be a miss if the other attack doesn't the other roll doesn't connect. Second hit does not connect.
So far doing good. Cool.
Yep. Basically, only
Looks
the
like
one
I-
attack hits you.
Yeah, basically after you got the first hit, I was able to raise my arms over my face. Nope.
10 damage. He made that one attack count. But beyond that,
All
nope.
right. Yeah, he must really outlevel me. He's doing a D8.
Mm-hmm. Like, each fight,
No, that's
you're
fine.
gonna
I
get
was
a
just
fight.
commenting.
Now, you're gonna get a fight. Even if it's just paper thin. Let's roll one more round. I'm gonna start off with you, Jack. So what is Jack? What are you gonna do?
Well, I gotta get him off me first.
Yeah, you could do that freely. It wouldn't cost anything. Roll a strength saving throw or dex saving throw to get out.
No, I was figuring the strength. Fuck no. Apparently not.
Do you have any, before we go on, I don't know if you want to keep track of this, but inspiration
My
die
key?
at all?
Yeah, I've still got 2 key left.
Alright.
Because in theory, I could do Step of the Wind to slide out, because that's a disengage or a dash action.
Mm-hmm.
It's up to you whether you're going to let me count that one.
Let's see here. Step of the Wind, you take disengage, dash action.
Because the way you're describing his position, he's just mounted me. That's it. He's not holding me down. He's laying on top. He's sitting on top of me.
Pretty much your speed is 0 and you can't go anywhere, and he has advantage on strikes. But I'll say this. You can still dodge. You can still even out his strikes by taking a patient defense. Because you're still allowed to actually do dodge action while being grappled.
So
You just
in theory,
can't move. Move, like, actually out of the space. But you're in a space. But you can still attempt to, like, dodge out of the way. It's weird, but that's, like, there's no rules stopping you from using dodge.
and I can do that freely with a key point.
Yes.
So let's do this instead. All right. So I can't use my move action to escape because I already failed that. Unless you said that was a free action.
That was a free action to attempt.
All right.
And,
So
yeah.
let's even the odds a bit. In between his punches, because this is all supposed to be a fluid motion, I come up and bring my head to the base of his jaw. I'm not at an angle where I can punch, but I can definitely come in for a headbutt.
Yeah, you do not have disadvantage at all for any of these strikes. It's regular for you. Hits.
Yeah. I technically do get a free hit, but can I? I'm kind of debating if I want to see if I could leverage it to get him to dismount again. Because now he just got a headbutt to the jaw. That's my logic.
You know what then? If you want to risk it, I'll let you spend 1 key point of Step of the Wind to actually try again. To try rolling a strength or dexterity save
Right.
to get out.
Well, wait. So if you're letting me just strike for free, like as if I just can't move while he's mounted, okay, then I'm just gonna wail on him instead.
Yeah, you're like, I'm gonna say this right now. Grapple is not the worst thing to happen. You could keep fighting. Nothing's stopping.
I'm thinking of like a normal mounted situation.
No.
You want to escape or reverse the position.
No, you're good. It's like he's basically keeping you locked, if anything. He's not physically like keeping you from doing anything.
All right. After the headbutt to disorient, I just continue starting to wail. That misses, but I still get to activate Flurry of Blows.
Yes, you can. Yes, you can.
Because I am done with his shit.
You get one more hit.
Yep. I messed that one up.
Yeah.
Thanks. 3 hits.
All right, roll that damage.
$22.
All right.
That brings him up to 54 if my math's serving.
He took his total of damage taken is 56. He spits out blood. And he goes like, "Ha ha! This is the fight I always wanted. I'm not like this fucking guy ain't no pussy." And it's like he's eating lead. And it's like he's slamming his fists into you. I'd say let's just keep the fight rolling. Let's see what actually happens. Unless you want me to just roll to another.
Because he's already done. I've already done twice my health to him.
I'm gonna let you know this right now. That little thing I threw out there was not a cutscene. He is bloody.
All right. You're gonna keep going, but I guess I'll have to activate patient defense just to even things out, because it only takes 1 or 2 more hits from him, depending on how he rolls, to take me out.
If that's what you want to do.
It's my only option, because if he's got advantage on me, if he's got straight advantage on me, and he's gonna have more flurry of blows attempts than I am, I've got to do it because on my next turn I won't have flurry of blows, but I'll still get 2 strikes in, hopefully. So we'll see how that goes.
Yeah, I'd say he's gonna attempt his regular. He's not gonna get advantage on the strikes. He's gonna fling his fists at you and see what happens. That's 13 for the first hit.
Yeah, that's a hit.
10 for the second.
The second one missed, thankfully. So it depends on how he rolls on this one. I might be really hurt, or I might be semi-okay.
22 on the third hit. And for the final attempt, 7.
So 2 hits. See how
Only
the
2
damage
hits.
is.
Yep. It's an 18 total.
I have 1 HP left.
It's like the descendant of Great Dempsey himself.
With a glowing green eye moment going.
It's like I'd say after that, your turn. How do you wish to go about it?
The only thing I can do, I got 2 strikes at him. If I miss and don't take him out in this one, he's got me. Because there's no way he's going to miss anymore, and I can't go back into any defensive stance.
You know more key points?
I only have 3. For my level, I only have 3.
Understood.
Yeah, I was keeping track.
That hits?
That's 1 hit, and all comes down to how much health he's got left. And that hits. I was hoping for a crit. That would have been awesome, but no. I can't, bitch. I hit, so.
Still hit. Roll the damage.
I am.
Let's see what happens.
11 points, because I rolled like shit. I rolled that 1. Aren't you 1?
How do you describe taking him out?
Oh, yay! Because the position I'm in, all I can do is punch from the shoulder. So it's basically the only way I can describe it, being able to punch from that angle is twisting the whole upper body back and forth. Still doing somewhat like a Dempsey roll, but it's just me twisting my whole body from the waist up. It's the only way I can throw a full motion punch.
So you're like throwing your whole body into it.
As much as I can, because I can't draw any power from anything below the waist.
All right, you have a fucking the beginning of this fight, to describe it. This man runs at you like a savage animal, not being able to really hit you, almost as like an animalistic display of just kind of trying to freak you out. But he is trying. Everyone notices that and kind of gets into it, kind of getting into your vibe of like just like instead of running into him as the fights you've seen prior, you're intentionally trying to dodge and do some patience. But the guy is like feeling like you're kind of a joke and decides to grapple you, failing, but getting a couple of jabs in. You decide to take the fight serious, and so does he, as he finally grapples you. He but that's when you slam your fists in one at a time. Like, just because he grappled you, you're kind of like in a situation, to fully describe it. He's not trapped in there, like you're not trapped in there with him. He is trapped in there with you as you slamming into him, and your final fist strike to his face. You throw your whole body into it. Like a Lil Mac twirl, you slam into him. His body goes and hits the ground with a little bit of, like, no blood, just like fully just like spit and just saliva, just like he's gone. He is out like a lamp. But you do feel worn out. I'm just gonna let you know.
Yeah, I'm sitting cross-legged next to him. After I slump him off me, I'm just sitting there cross-legged.
The cage.
Probably
No, you keep.
Be a little punch drunk. That's all I had to say. You said the cage.
Yeah, the cage begins to rise out of the ground to a level that the other men could get you guys out. You leave and go into one of the relaxation rooms with like the masseuse, and he begins mending you up. At this point, you could roll your hit die to recover hit points at the time. You can choose to use some or all. I am recommending all because there would be no point.
Hit die is actually not wasn't added to the character sheet, so I'll have to get that.
It's D10 for every level, so you're level 3, so
yeah.
3D10.
All right.
Plus, you can
I
add your
request a cheeseburger, which should give me advantage and all. I'm joking.
Do you want to eat?
Why wouldn't I? Food is delicious.
All right. With
But
that,
no, I'm now at 15 health. I am not about to pass the fuck out.
yes. And you just rest for a bit. Is there? I'll get back to you in a minute. Gothic. So Agent Alaska, as he sits down, he goes like, "For our time, you could call me Mavid, the Modenian Mavid." Basically, I'm loosely trying to say he's calling himself Mighty Bear. But in any other case, you do not have to call him that. I know you don't know Russian. I'm just giving you an understanding of what I'm trying to say. So,
we should give me an understanding at least.
Mavid.
Nice to meet you. It's very nice to meet you.
No, I just wish to understand more about you. How did you come across Greece?
I came across him and one of his trades.
Oh.
In the U.S.
You don't look American.
Oh, no, I'm not American. I decided to visit America, and well, I also came across him. It was very lucky that I got to meet him.
Fascinating. So what is your career?
I'm a trade.
Oh, okay.
I trade
understood.
some of Greece's. Wow, it just escaped my head. Wow.
No, it's fine. Take your time. In fact, while you're thinking of that, he gets a bottle, uncorks it, and then puts 2 glasses with some ice in it and starts pouring it into both, and then takes it up and then levies it up to clink glasses.
I trade some of Greece's merchandise.
Oh, like what?
He prefers to keep it a little anonymous to his customers.
Interesting. Because Greece is not known for any of that information. But in any other case, it is good to know that that is what you are. You said your name was again?
It was Elizabeth.
Oh, understood. Do you enjoy the fight? As he points to the screen.
Did. Oh, yes, I did.
You know who these two are?
No. Can't say I know them very well.
Roll deception check.
Are you gonna make me roll a deception check?
Yes.
That's 7. That did not go very well.
I am going to roll a die attempt of my own, but this is one of those few times where it's gonna be like a dice, like
You could say a dicey situation.
yeah, this is gonna be one of those rare dice roll situations. Hold on, 1, 2.
Terrible pun.
It was like a piece of paper. Terrible.
Oh, really? Really?
So as you say this, Mavid looks into your eyes, Gothic, and goes like, "Ah, understood." So you said you don't follow fights, but you don't know who these two are.
I follow fights, but I don't know who that person is to the right. Pointing towards Agent Corpse, by the way.
Roll another deception check.
Yeah.
This is gonna end very badly.
Oh yeah. Oh the fuck yeah it is. Like just yeah, this is gonna end badly.
This is another box of doom roll for me.
Motherfucker.
Oh, okay,
Eight.
that's like no, he accepts. Like you see like a look in his face that he accepted what you said, but still finds that like it still is like carrying on the conversation. I'll give you that, because I rolled a secret roll for that, and that's interesting. That was a little interesting roll there. For now, it's like. And what does Grease sell again?
Merchandise. I
What type?
I can't get into the most specific types of merchandise.
Oh, I understand. Seeing that I am his sole provider, I'm just really curious where he stands. And you said your relation with him is again?
I'm one of his dealers. I'm also one of his...
Oh, you're a dealer in America.
You could also say that. I'm also one of his quote-unquote... Wow! Calm the fuck down.
You are in a
I'm
very...
trying to make this, like... I'm trying to roll with it and just my brain's like, nope.
You don't know words. Words aren't something you know.
I'm also one of his... princesses. Wow, that's just...
Do you want to try that again?
Shower after that.
You want to try that again? You feel uncertain.
Oh god, I'm gonna try that again. That just did not work out right.
Try to be very, 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 very persuasive.
What do you think I'm trying to do?
Try other ways of persuasion.
I'm also one of his very important people. Yeah, I'm going with that. Fuck it.
So, princess to important people. Understood. Do you know where Grease is now? Because I didn't see him enter the facility.
He said he had to leave a little early. And he entrusted me to watch the fights for him.
Oh.
And also to get maybe some new clients also.
But he did enter the building.
I'm sorry, did you cut out?
I probably did. That has been a rolling thing. Granted, my headphones are not the greatest thing in the world. So...
No,
yeah.
no, they're not.
So, he goes like, and he entered the building?
He entered the building he entered the building the other day, but I didn't see him today.
So you entered the building with him, yet it was the other day.
Yeah, and I decided to come in here today. Because, and I was able... fuck, let me try that again.
And the guards
Yes,
let you in.
Yes, they let me in. I
Well,
told them I worked
welcome.
with Grace and
Jurassic Park.
welcome to Jurassic Park. I bow my head in respect.
And like he does like a little curtsy and everything. Please enjoy the rest of the fight. Enjoy your drink. Relax. Relate. You're always welcome here, Miss Elizabeth. Drinks
Why,
his
thank,
thing and walks away.
why, thank you. Why, thank you.
Is there anything you want to
um,
do right now?
I basically sent a text message to the rest of the agents except for Corpse because Corpse. Actually, I don't know if Corpse even has a smartphone. Probably does.
No, you know I do.
I basically sent a text message, basically saying I have managed to get into, basically I managed to bullshit my way into a higher position.
You send a text message, and Agent Alaska and Agent Alaska and Agent Fenrir. I mean, Agent Lunaria, Agent Fenrir. Ugh, this is getting confusing. You hear coming from your phones.
Why doesn't one pick it up already?
No, like I'll take a glance at it and see what it is. But I'm also still heading towards the armory, so.
That's fair. And I know, well, actually, yeah, no, I do know that Corpse just got done with a fight.
Oh no, you're watching it. It's mid-fight, but eventually he
okay.
does finish up. Yeah, you do catch it.
Okay.
Yeah, it's like at this moment you hear.
Okay.
You check it, and it's the after image of Corpse looking at the phone. Sort of his face like
Eating grin too.
kind of bruised. It's like, yay! And it's like just a picture. That's it.
I smile and then I take a sip of my drink.
It's like you're happy that Corpse
Pinky out.
survived.
Pinky out.
I make
Fancy.
sure I do that. Just Pinky, Pinky.
It's like
Thank you.
all right, so during this time, you do you do anything else, Alaska?
Not really. I just kind of take just more sips of my drink and kind of enjoy some of the fights, basically. Like, I managed to meet the dude of the entire operation,
Yeah.
but I feel like I could do some more investigating.
Well, you have that thought process. Agent Lunaria. So you are outside the armory door, and it has one of those scanners from before that you need identification to get in. But you do see it, and there's like lined up equipment, whether it be assault rifles, AK4, like assault rifle, like M18s, AK-47s. There are Makarov pistols mixed with some modern pistols, like the P90 and stuff. Like, well, not the P90. That is a machine gun. But you know what I mean. There's a layer of PK. There is a lot of weaponry when it comes to guns. There are bulletproof vests and even uniforms in there.
So basically, we need to get in there and all health.
Mhm.
Would I have been able to at some point try to like swipe someone else's badge? Like,
Would
is
you
it like
like
a
to
badge
try?
scanner or like what is it?
It is a badge scanner, but there also seems to be like a little keypad.
At some point in the last couple of days, would I have been able to have gotten close enough to someone's ID to scan it, like someone who would work here who would have access to the armory? Because remember, I do have the document scanner, so I could do that, and then I also am proficient with forgery stuff. So
I'll say this. Because I like your plan, and because this is your first mission with me, I'll say that you did do the forethought of actually making a badge, but I'd say you're still going to have to roll a forgery check, which
Mhm.
is... I'm gonna double check your stuff, though. Otherwise, you're just gonna be rolling flat, and that would suck.
My proficiency with because I'm proficient with forgery.
Yes, you are. You gain proficiency. Yep, so you have that. So, with
Meanwhile,
that
at the
being
Legion of
known,
Doom.
I'd say, yeah, it's forgery, so it's... You're rolling with, basically, you're rolling with your deception roll. That's pretty much what you're doing. So, roll with deception, meet or beat a 15. You have advantage. So, roll twice, take the higher check. If it fails, nothing really bad will happen. It just won't open. Let's see if you get in that 20.
That's what I'm doing. Nope, 16.
Alright, so with a 16, the door it opens and you have access to the armory. Alright, so for you, Agent Fenrir, you begin to access the room you're in. And you access the master control room where you are able to see the mainframe, where you see the device you're looking for, rigged up to a bunch of wires.
Oh, perfect. I see where this is going.
So you enter the room, and at this time, you walk up to the device, and you're wondering what to do next. The door closes behind you with footsteps.
Oh, crap.
Don't move. A familiar voice kind of clicks in your mind.
Is it the douchebag that I had a feeling about when we first got here?
You never saw his face in the building, but you have encountered him once before. It is the guy from the chase, from the
Great.
armor. But he takes off the mask, and it is your old CO from your days in the military.
My old what from?
Your CO, your old CO.
Oh, perfect. This just gets even better.
Tell him hi for me.
It's like he's currently looking at you with his magnum cocked and two men or beside him. He goes like, but oh shit, is my mouse dead? Oh, I think my computer died. Oh, no, there's some serious bad shit happening. No,
The Russians have sabotaged your match.
I wouldn't be surprised at this point. No, it actually wasn't my computer freezing. Thank God. That's happened at earlier points in the week. I think I completely fixed the problem, but my mouse wasn't moving. I think it just died because it wasn't connected. So, yeah. Ruined the tension. Alright, so... Yeah, it's like he cocks his pistol back as he aims his magnum at you. And at this moment, Gothic, you hear... Agent Alaska hears the door open as a couple of guards enter the room with machine guns, and they begin to like walk militantly towards you. With Madvid's glass just sitting right there as he's just watching them enter and surround you. Madvid,
Hello, hang on, I got this thing. Hello, gentlemen. Is there anything I can help you? Is there anything I can help you boys with?
Madvid walks up to you and says, "You're going to be You're going to be taking an extended stay with us, while we figure some things out."
And how long would I be staying here?
Indefinitely. As we transition back to Agent Fenrir. Oh yeah, what's up?
My character just raises an eyebrow, or raises one of her eyebrows, like, oh. Alright, I'm done.
Mr. Kinner,
Mr. Anderson.
as he cocks back his magnum. It's time we talk a little bit, and then that's where the game is gonna end today.
Oh. A little unexpected.
It's 12.
So,
It's like, I'm glad
Oh,
you
yeah,
guys
I
had
get
enough
that.
fun that you guys didn't remember time. But, yeah, that's where we're going to end today, because we're way past the time I should have stopped. And, yeah, next week we're going to see how this climax continues. Because
Why can't my
Agent
character-
Fingers.
I like how my character tried to pull off the whole Catwoman thing of, oh, how can I help you, gentlemen? Nope.
No, that's
Everybody
okay.
watching, remember to like, subscribe, share, follow, ring the bell, ding ding, ding ding.
Ding, 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 ding. Yes.
Also, don't forget, if you like the game, you should tell us, hey, you want to see more of this game.
Like,
Yes.
subscribe, share.
All the things.
Mhm. Trust me, if the players like the game, I'll just keep going no matter what. But yes, please. It makes it even more worth it, just like having people actually comment that they want to see more, or leaving likes, or subscribing and hitting the bell icon because I scream and stream randomly. Words. Please share this content with everyone, please. Subscribe, please.
Anyway.
Till next time, end transmission.